Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is coming up toward the end of the uni year. I have exams at the end of this month and the start of next month. Only have two, which is fine. Cool, so I've been getting quite a few messages from just people on Instagram who have seen the videos, or they've just came across my Instagram some other how, but I presume it's from the videos usually anyway. And they've asked questions about what it's like being a Uni of Stirling student. So I decided I was going to make a wee video of basically just a Q&A kind of questions that people usually ask me, and I also put it on my Instagram and asked for people to send in any questions they had. So yeah, let's start this, shall we? So one of the questions I actually get asked first, usually just because it's obviously the more kind of obvious question someone would ask, is what do I study? I study LLB law. So LLB law is slightly different from just BA law. I'm in second year at the moment. These are my second year exams that are coming up, and then I'm going into third year after the summer. So that'll be, we're in fourth semester at the moment, which is basically like second semester of second year. So I'll be going into the fifth semester, or just the start of third year. I just say start of third year. I feel like it's too confusing when you start putting all the semesters in. Anyway, someone asked what my typical day schedule at uni is like. So I'm quite lucky in the sense that my course is a lot less full on in actual teaching time than it is with some others. So a lot of my course is meant to be independent study. So at the moment, well, this semester I was in Mondays for a couple hours, Tuesdays for an hour. For an hour? Tuesdays for 3 hours. Wasn't in Wednesdays, was in Thursdays only for 1 hour, and then was in Fridays for an hour. But then my lectures changed about, so I was basically not really in uni that much this semester. A lot of people have 9 to 5 on their degrees, but mine is not 9 to 5. So my schedule's quite good. I have Touch Rugby, which is a sports club at the uni. Stirling itself has a lot of different sports teams, as it is the Uni of Sporting Excellence. I have Touch Rugby on Tuesdays from 3 till 5, and then on Fridays from 4 till 6. Sadly, I've not been able to go quite as much as I want to, just because of my work, because I have a part-time job that kind of conflicts with those hours here and there, but I'll get back into the swing of it eventually. So, one of my friends asked if I'd launched myself in the lake yet, which was a common joke that I tend to make whenever anything goes wrong. Stirling has a really nice man-made loch in the middle of it. It's really pretty. There's really nice like Instagram photos. Everyone gets their dissertation photos in front of it in fourth year, which is really cool. And it's a nice loch, but I'm yet to reach the point of throwing myself in it. But if I get to that, I'll let you know. It might be soon, it might not be, depends how these exams go, really. So someone also asked that someone said they were doing study abroad in the campus next fall. So fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit cooler in Scotland usually. You still get your sun and stuff, which is quite nice. But basically, what things are there that you need to do on campus? I would recommend trying out the cafes. Yes, that speaks for itself. I was a really big fan of the Union. The Union is really cheap food. It's a good laugh. Always have some music on, stuff like that. There's Haldane's, which is like a nice dining. But there's also things like Venue, which is like the downstairs kind of cafe. There's Refresh, which is on Willow, which is one of the accommodations. So Willow Court is one of the newer buildings, and it has the washing for most of the campus blocks on it, and also the Refresh Cafe, which is really good for breakfast. We used to go quite a lot when we lived in Juniper. Juniper is like next to Willow. It's like one of the newer builds as well, and you just kind of walk over to Willow for like if you have like your washing to do, or you just want to go for a refresh for a bit, or just chill. So I'd recommend one of the things to do on campus is try out the foods. And then also another thing is we're quite lucky to have Demayat, which is like a big kind of hill. It's not really a hill as such, but anyway, Demayat is like a really nice bit to walk up. You can walk up the paths behind the uni and go through like the woods and stuff. And it gives you really nice views over like winter, well not winter obviously, and fall. And then even into the winter months when it's not too bad, the snow, you can go up and it's dead nice as well. I'd also recommend going to the McRoberts Centre, seeing what's on there. It's basically like Stirling's kind of own cinema, playhouse, theatre idea. So they've got a cinema screen, they've got like a play bit, they've also got like a stage and stuff. So sometimes different unique groups will put on different productions. So like the Drama Society will put on like shows. You've also got like the dance club put on things as well. So that's quite good. And they always have films going on. So at the moment, like they were playing Dumbo when I was in the other day or something. So that's quite good. There's always stuff going on campus, especially during like freshers, which is fall. So there's like alpacas on campus, there's tons of stuff going on really all the time. Even in the atrium there's always things going on. So there'll be like Give It a Goes, which is basically where you can go try out like clubs or sports and stuff as well. So what made you choose Stirling is one that I get asked about when people are trying to decide why they should choose it. The main thing that attracted me to Stirling more than like non-traditional kind of campus unis as such, like Glasgow where they're in the city and everything's spread out, was the fact everything's in the one place. I think I just chose Stirling because it was like the people seemed a lot more, I don't want to say genuine, but everyone just seemed a lot like, it was a lot closer knit than other unis I'd been to. The open day was really good. Like the campus itself was so pretty in the summer as well. So me and my dad came up to see the campus and it was so nice. And I just fell in love with it. And the accommodation's really good as well. Whether you're in like the newer builds or the older builds, it's still decent accommodation compared to other places. So one that quite a few people ask me is how do I balance having like a part-time job with like studies and a social life, and like I go to touch rugby, so sport as well, I guess, kind of. I'm not really a sporty person, but I like to say I play a sport anyway. Basically, it is a struggle because, especially at the moment, so as it is exam time, I'm trying to study, but also because I'm working, I kind of work at like, I work nights, so I work like 5 p.m. till like 10 p.m, which obviously isn't a long shift, but it's kind of like prime social time because everyone wants to study during the day. Like I study during the day. I usually am studying right now, but I thought I'd take a break out to record this video. And as after work, you can kind of mix a bit of social in with studying by going to the library with your mates. And it sounds weird to go to the library at like 10 o'clock at night, but our uni has the library open 24 hours and it's a really good library. It's always got like heating, they give you free blankets if you're cold. But it is a struggle to balance your social life with your work life, especially when people are planning nights out and you can't go because you're working. That is a bit annoying, but you can always meet them afterwards and stuff, or you can get like ask for days off sometimes if it's like a birthday night out or something I really want to go to. So it's not bad, like it's manageable, but there is that extra bit of work you do need to put in. So one of my friends from home actually asked if I find it hard not living like so near my friends and family. Obviously I go to uni in Stirling, but I live in Ayr. So Ayr's like, it's not really that far. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hour kind of drive depending like on traffic and stuff like that. I'm just going to get completely candid here. When I first moved to uni, my parents dropped me off and I was sitting in my flat. I was the second one to have arrived. So my flat last year was 8 of us. There was 3 girls including me. So 2 other girls and me, and then 5 boys. We've made a group chat before, so we'd all kind of spoke a little bit. So everyone except from Rory was in the chat, so we all had like a little bit of kind of, you were able to look through people's profiles, which I'll come back to in a minute is not a good thing. My parents helped me unpack, and then they were like, right, we're gonna go. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then they left, and I was sitting in my bed in my room. Like I'd just moved in, so it was a new room, new environment. I had a great view, but everything was so new. And I sat there for a few minutes and I was like, I have never felt more alone. It was hard at first, because especially as I was like, I can see all my other pals doing things back home and I was like, oh, I want to be with them, like I really miss them and stuff. But you do make friends quite easily at uni, and like I think maybe not easily as such, but I'm just saying that because I am quite a social person. But especially when you're living with people and you're seeing them almost every minute of every day, it becomes quite like a almost like habit to just speak to them, and eventually you do become pals. So it's hard being away from family as well though, because I sadly last year and the beginning of this semester, I had family members that passed away, and that was really hard. There is not everyone feels this, but there is a distinction for me sometimes between my uni friends and my friends from home, in the sense that my uni friends have seen me do tons of stuff. Like, they've been with me almost every minute of every day for like 2 years, but my friends from home know me on like a lot deeper level. So it's harder being away from your family and your friends, especially when stuff like that happens, when stuff does go wrong. Yeah, because grief at uni is a hard thing as well. Sorry, I'm just going off topic now. Grief at uni, it's I don't really know how to word it. It's not something you really. I'd never want anyone really to feel it, but it is horrible. It's this kind of, you're already away from your family for so long, and then to kind of lose a family member, you don't really, it doesn't sink in at first because you're not home. And then when you go home and you realise that you've not been home and seen them in a while, and you won't kind of get to see them again, that's quite hard. That is quite hard. Yeah, it was really, oh, getting candid here. It was right around exam times, actually. So, yeah. Yeah, but people don't really talk about going through grief and stuff at uni, but it is hard, and there is opportunities for you to reach out to the uni and say, look, this is what's going on, I need help, or I'm not going to have this handed in, this has happened. And in what I've found in my case is that all the lecturers and the tutors and the seminars and all the uni staff, they understand that you've gone through something, or you're going through something that will affect your studies, and it's good because they do make kind of an effort to make sure that you're still okay after that. And it is hard, but when you have that support system of friends at uni and at home, it kind of all builds in. But so it is hard, and you do miss them. I do miss my pals a lot. So first impressions of your flatmates was one that Emer, who is my flatmate, asked, and when I was talking earlier about us having that group chat on Facebook with flats and how it wasn't necessarily a good thing, but it wasn't really a bad thing, this was why it wasn't necessarily a good thing. So basically, because this is going to sound stupid, but in this generation we do all go through people's Facebooks and your Twitters to see what they're like as people, their Instagrams. And I remember going through my flatmates' Facebooks when I got added to this group chat, and I was like, okay, because they weren't the sort of people that I would usually have but hung out with in school. So it was like, one of them didn't have a social media presence really at all, which I found strange because everyone I knew back home was so involved in social media. So I was like, right, okay. And then the boys, I did not think the boys were going to be nice. I thought they were all going to be like lad boys, like, I don't know, I just thought they were going to be really Spice Boy kind of annoyances. I thought they were strange, and I've told them this before, so hopefully they won't take offence to this, but I thought they were strange just because they were so different to the people I'd met before, because that's the thing with uni, is uni does widen your like horizons when it comes to like meeting new people and stuff, in the sense that they were all from different walks of life, and I was like, wow, oh my god, I'm so like out of my depth here. I remember all my flatmates thought I was a bitch based on my profile picture, which makes me emotional. I'm going to show you. I didn't think it was that much of a bitchy photo, but apparently it was. In uni, this was my Facebook photo, which is me at prom, and I don't think it was that bad, but apparently it made me look like a bitch. So here we are. Did it take long to settle into uni? No. On hindsight, I thought it took ages, but see, when you look at like your photos on your phone, your Snapchat memories, it was literally like a week, and that was us settled. It was a week, and we were all cutting about in our pyjamas, in our dressing gowns and our hair turbans after showers. Well, I was the only one in the hair turban. But, effort, you know. Does everyone in Scotland love Iron Brew? I don't care about everyone, but I certainly do. I could live on Iron Brew. I was obsessed with Iron Brew last year. I used to buy crates of 26 cans for £6 off Amazon, get them delivered to uni, get my flatmate Dave to carry them up the stairs for me because I couldn't carry them because they were too heavy, and then I would pile them up in my room and Dave would steal them. It was great. It was a great friendship. If you're coming, you definitely need to try out Iron Brew, and if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, we're never going to be friends. That's just how it goes. Anyway, what's there to do around Stirling? In the campus there's tons of things to do, which I've said about earlier, but outside the campus you have actual Stirling town and a wee town called Bridge of Allen. Bridge of Allen has a lot of cute cafes and restaurants and pubs and stuff. I recommend popping down there here and there. But in Stirling there's like a shopping centre, there's a bowling alley, there's a cinema. The prices have all now been put down to £5 a ticket, which is amazing for a uni student. And if you have Meerkat Movies on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can use that and the £5 tickets, so you're basically only paying £2.50 each for a ticket to the cinema. Life hack. 2 nightclubs, there's Dusk and there's Fubar. Monday, Tuesday, Dusk, right? That is what I think. And then the rest of the week, Fubar. That's it. That is all I do. Are you in a sports team? Yes, I am in the touch rugby mixed team. Although my sporting ability severely lacks in the sense that I'm only really a social member. I can't play. I am still yet to figure out how you catch a ball, and really I just don't understand anything. You can explain it to me 900 times and my brain just does not process it. Yeah, cool. So that was the questions I've been asked. There's probably, sorry I keep looking out the window, there's probably more I've been asked somewhere, but I did not dive that deep into my messages as the internet in my room is rubbish. This is not uni accommodation, just to clarify. This is just the flat that we live in at the moment. I'm going to do a room tour later on this week, and the boys are actually going to narrate it, so it is literally going to be a bit of a joke, to be honest, because I'm expecting to get absolutely ripped to shreds. My Instagram and stuff down below and you can message me. I always reply. I don't have anything else to do. No, I do obviously, but like, well, I don't. Anyway, but I will reply if you send me a message, or you can even like tweet me. But I don't think people really tweet at folk anymore, I guess. Oh my, that's so weird to say, I'm so sorry. You can follow me on Twitter and DM me, yes. Yeah, so that was this video. I hope you've enjoyed. And remember to like, comment and subscribe. Oh my god, I hate myself. Remember to like, comment and subscribe if you want to. You don't need to, I don't really care that much. I just want you to have had a good time watching this and got any information you needed. Yeah, so that is it. Yeah, so I will see you next time.